What is Lionshare? Well, Lionshare is just a smart contract that's located on the Ethereum blockchain. And for those of you who are new, a smart contract is just a piece of programming code, okay? It's placed on the Ethereum blockchain. And, you know, as far as understanding everything how it works, the only thing you really need to know is it's a contract that can never be broken, right? It can never be changed. Imagine having a handshake that could never, no one could ever hurt that, right? Whatever you said, it happened. That's kind of what a smart contract is, but with technology. And the great thing about it is it's 100% decentralized, meaning this, okay? It is a self-operating system. It doesn't require anyone behind it other than the contract itself to facilitate the business. So, you know, you don't have to worry about what's the company going to do this week, or, you know, are they going to make a comp plan change, or are they going to pay us? All those things, right, are kind of out the window because it moves on its own regardless of who is behind it, okay? Now, our smart contract specifically, I mean, obviously I'm biased. I believe it's the best of the best. It is definitely a complex piece of code. We wrote it from the ground up, and, you know, we are definitely the first true follow me matrix system out there when it comes to a smart contract. There's a lot of good contracts that have cool comp plans and stuff like that, but when you really dive into it, we are the first follow me system. This is a peer-to-peer smart contract, which means this, okay, when it is time for someone to get paid a commission, the person gets paid directly. They don't get paid from a company or an admin. So when someone comes in and joins, the smart contract already knows exactly who needs to be paid, and it facilitates that, okay? So it's an awesome thing. So what that means to you is this. You don't ever have to wait for your commission to show up. You know, most companies, they pay next day or next week. That's not the way it works here. Inside of this, you have instant access to your Ethereum as soon as a commission is paid to you. Now, I want you to think about that for a second and what that does for you and your family. A lot of you need money today. You don't need money next week, right? You need it right this very second. And here's a business and an opportunity for you that is going, I'll show you everything here in a second, that is instant. It can give you what you need right this very second. So it's very cool. Now, you know, the risk associated with this platform, when I look at that, I say, okay, well, if I put my money in, am I going to get it back? And if I refer people, are they going to get hurt, right? Those are usually the two risks that are associated with doing any type of business. The great thing is this. Number one, the company is not a company. So it's not something that they can say, hey, let's close the doors, let's walk away, or hey, let's take the money and leave. All those things that maybe you've dealt with in the past are gone, okay? So you should have 100% confidence knowing there's not a risk involved with you. As long as you come in and you run this like a business, you have a great opportunity for you and your family, okay? So that's number one. Number two, the people that you refer, well, you're not going to have to hide from them at the store or on social media, right? Because you know that the smart contract will be there in place and that they'll be able to continue to earn for them and their families. Now, 100% of this is paid in Ethereum, as I mentioned. So if you're not familiar with Ethereum, it's the second largest cryptocurrency in the world, right next to Bitcoin. And here's the deal. You know, not only is this an opportunity to build your current financial need or help your financial need, right, from a bill perspective. Some of you need to pay bills today, right? You need to put food on your table today, not in a week from now. But also, as you build this business up, okay, it also is going to give you the opportunity to create a real asset, because Ethereum is anticipated to go up over the next 12 to 24 months drastically, which opens up a lot of doors for you and your family, okay? So it's pretty cool. Now, you can do your business from home, obviously, on your computer or on your cell phone. That's going to be completely up to you. One thing I like to talk about is, you know, the transparency that smart contracts have. It's like nothing I've ever seen out there. And you know, when I first learned about it, I was like, man, I don't know if people are going to like that, but it's just the opposite. People absolutely love it, because when you talk about transparency, there's usually two kinds. There's the company that is behind it. You know, are they really telling people everything, right? And number two, it's the people that are in it. Are they telling the truth to the public as far as their income claims and things like that? Well, inside of a smart contract, both those things are they're eliminated, right? Because you can see every single transaction inside of the smart contract, not just your own, but every single account. You can literally log into any account inside of the system, see exactly what the earnings are. So it's removed, you know, that stigma of, hey, Are they telling us what's really going on? Or do those people really make that type of money? You know what I'm talking about, right? Those things are removed. And I think those are two black eyes on the industry that get removed from a smart contract, which really gives people that sense of, hey, this is something that's pretty cool. You know, we're all doing the same thing, and it just creates a great community. Now, there's a few things specifically about Lionshare I want to tell you, and I want to start by saying, you know, you're not going to hear us talk about other smart contracts or compare ourselves to them, okay? When you're looking at what the differences are, what we're talking about are in general terms, okay? If you look out there today in other smart contracts or other companies, how are we different? And that's what we're going to be referring to first of all, okay? The first thing I'm going to mention here is anyone that you personally refer into Lionshare, okay? That means that you share your link, they say yes to you. Anyone who does that is always going to stick with you inside of your business and your organization. Now, I can't even stress enough how important that is because, listen, you know, sometimes it's hard enough to get people to say yes, right? If you're out there, anything, it doesn't matter if it's a business, anything that you're sharing with people, it's hard to get them to say, yeah, I'll do that, right? So if you finally get them to say, yes, I'll do it, and then when they do that, you give them away to other people in the company or you give them away, you know, to the people up top, that is not a good thing, right? So the way that Lionshare works is anyone that you personally refer will always stick with you in the business. And it's important for you to understand that, okay? Now, the second thing is this. We're going to show you two different platforms that we have here today, which is our personal matrix, but is also our team building matrix. The personal matrix is going to be exactly what it says for people that, you know, you personally refer into the business. The team building matrix is what really adds that element of, hey, you know, I can go anywhere in the world. I can work with people worldwide. And, you know, maybe I'm not the best recruiter in the world. I don't have this huge team, but we still give you that opportunity to earn. Okay. It's a level playing field, and you'll learn about that here in a second. Also the affordability, you know, I say this all the time because I'm guilty of it. You know, as a company or sometimes company owners, what they'll do is they'll go out there and they'll create these packages that they consider to be affordable. And usually, like I say, they're $100 or they're $200, and there's some type of monthly fees that go into them. And in their mind, they're doing the right thing. And a lot of times they are, depending on their location. But if you're talking about affecting the world, right, every single country out there, $200 is a ton of money in a lot of countries, right? So this gives people the opportunity today, and you'll see the price point to start no matter where they're at. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you is this. Even though we have over 57,000 people, things are rocking and rolling, you're definitely one of the first people to know about this. There's going to be 1 million people in the smart contract by the end of 2020. And it's not going to be easy, right? It's going to take a lot of effort to get there. But the truth is this, you're one of the first to know about it. If you're one of the first 500,000 people, you're one of the first to know about it. So congratulations on being here today. Now, what we're looking at right this second are the two different platforms that we offer. It's Lionshare 1 and Lionshare 2. You're going to hear me call it L1 and L2. And what I want you to get from this slide is the price points, okay? Our prices start at 0.02 on both the L1 and the L2, and they go all the way up to 16 Ethereum on both platforms as well. The cool thing about this is you can join 1, you can join 5, you can join 10, whatever fits into your budget and your strategy. So you want to get back with whoever invited you here today to learn what they would suggest. But here's the key thing that I want you to get as well. When someone comes into Lionshare, they're going to simultaneously join the L1 and the L2. So that's 0.02 plus 0.02. So it's a total of 0.04 to get started. I know Ethereum's went up the last couple of days. I still think it's right at that $10 mark, okay, or a little bit less than that as far as US dollars. So you have to understand that, you know, you're now looking at a business. I already told you there's no geographical limitations. Now there's no economical limitations, right? Anybody out there who really wants to start a business can come up with $10 US to get started. I know it's an Ethereum. I'm just giving you the math to get started and build their way up, right? It's a huge opportunity. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is the simplicity of how this works. And you're going to see that trifecta that is just, it's amazing, right? And that's why so many people are fired up. So look, one thing I want to show you before we go to the next slide, on these two different platforms, the L1 right here, this is you at the top, and these are the 3 spots underneath you, okay? This is your personal matrix. I'm going to show you how that works. And then you got the L2 with you at the top, 2 people directly under you, and then 4 people under that, okay? So the structure's a little bit different on each one of these, but you can at least get the understanding of how they look before we move on. So affordability is definitely there. So let's get on to the next slide. All right, we're going to talk about the L1, which is your personal matrix right now, and exactly how that works, okay? And in this example, we're going to start at the 0.02 package, because every one of our packages, they work the exact same, okay? So I'm just going to give you a breakdown on the mechanics of it, and then you can do the math on the rest of them, okay? So for this is you right here at the top where it says ID, this orange. And the way that this matrix works is that as you refer people, they will take the next available spot in this matrix from left to right, okay? So what that means is the first person you refer, they're going to go right here in this spot. The second person would go right here, and your third person would go right here in this spot. There's always 3 spots, and they always fill left to right. But let's start talking about the money and how you actually earn. Now remember, our smart contract knows exactly who to pay and when to pay, and it is 100% peer-to-peer, okay? So you started at 0.02. You go out there and you refer your first person. They pay 0.02, but they pay it directly to you, okay? So you started at 0.02. You already have 0.02 back. The second person joins that you personally refer. They also pay 0.02. It goes directly to you. So now you're looking at 0.02, 0.02, which equals 0.04, right? You've now doubled your Ethereum with just 2 personal sales, which is pretty awesome, right? Now, also, this third sell, this is actually going to be paid to your sponsor. And when that happens, 2 things happen. Number 1, your sponsor gets paid, which, in my opinion, most of the time is going to encourage them to help you or want to see you succeed. The second thing is this. It's going to create a brand new matrix that looks exactly like this, that's empty, that you get to fill up again. Now, when I talk about what differentiates us as a smart contract, one other thing that definitely does is this. Inside of our smart contract, you can cycle as many times on any package that you own, okay? And in others, unfortunately, what happens is if you cycle on a package, if you don't upgrade to the next package, what do? They take those earnings away from you, okay? That's a big deal because, you know, that's like basically forcing you to upgrade. You may not be in a financial position that you can upgrade. You may need that first payment, right? And then upgrade on your second or whatever it is. Inside of our system, we give you the ability to manage your money where it's your choice, okay? So I'm going to break this down for you really simple where you can use this when you leave to here today to share it with people, and it's simple to understand, okay? This is you at the top of your 0.02 matrix. So spot number 1 and spot number 2, 100% will be paid to you. Spot number 3 will be paid to your sponsor and create a brand new matrix that looks exactly like this, okay? And you can do that over and over. So that's it's about a 10-second. I'm sorry if y'all can hear those geese in the background. Unbelievable. I'm outside. They can't shut it. So not to interrupt what's going on here. But like I just said, you at the top, first 2 cells, 1 and 2 go to you. The third one goes to your sponsor. And it creates a brand new matrix. So think about this for a second, okay? What I just shared with you, it like took me 10 seconds, right? That's exactly how simple this statement plan is. Any of you can, hey, the first 2 go to me. I know that. The third one goes to my sponsor. And I just get to keep doing that. Any of you can do that, right? And that opens up a lot of doors because, you know, oftentimes in business, especially if you're trying to talk about a comp plan, it's so complicated that you talk people right out of the conversation. With this, it is simplified. So let's get to the L2. Now, the L2 is the team building side of our business. So I've already told you, look, you've already seen the prices, so you know the affordability is there. I've already told you can do business in any country worldwide. You've already seen the L1. You know how simple it is, and you're about to see the L2. But this adds a whole different dynamic to the picture, okay? Because what this platform was designed for is complete teamwork, right? You're actually not required to refer a single person into this matrix in order to be able to earn. Now, I always follow that up with, of course, you want to refer as many people as you can, right? Because if you don't, you can't expect that your income's going to skyrocket, right? You need to make sure that you're referring people in order to do it, but it's not required. So you will have people that will actually earn from this matrix, sometimes multiple times, without actually referring anyone. So let me break it down for you, okay? As you can see, the structure's a little bit different. This is you at the top, and then there's 6 positions in this matrix, 2 directly under you, and then 4 directly under that. So the way it works is, you paid 0.02 to join this matrix. The first 2 sales are going to be paid upline, okay? They aren't going to be paid to you. So spot number 1 and spot number 2, you or someone else could have filled those spots, and those payments are going upline to whoever's at the top of the matrix, okay? Now, spot number 3, 4, and 5, 100% of that is going to be paid instantly and directly to you. So let's stop for a second. You paid 0.02. You just got paid 0.02 3 different times, right? So now you've tripled your Ethereum. That's amazing, right? Because you may not even refer anybody into this matrix, but you tripled your Ethereum. Now, the sixth sale, it's going to be paid to your sponsor, and it's going to create a brand new matrix that's empty, just like this one, okay? Now, just like I said, if you remember, you can cycle as many times as you want inside of Lionshare. We're not going to take those earnings from you if you don't upgrade. There's obvious incentives to upgrade, right? So we don't have to force you to do it. So let me break this down for you in simple terms, just like I did on the L1, okay? Here you are at the top of your 0.02 matrix. Cell number 1 and cell number 2 are going to be paid upline. Cell number 3, 4, and 5, you're going to earn 100% of, and cell number 6 will be paid up to your sponsor. Again, how easy is that? Any of y'all can say that. Hey, I know 1 and 2 go upline. I know 3, 4, and 5 I get paid on, and I know 6 goes to my sponsor, and I get to keep doing this. Y'all can do this, right? It's easy. That's awesome. There's a lot of power and simplicity, and you guys understand the L1 and the L2 now. You could go to someone right now and be able to share it with them, and they're going to be able to get it, okay? Now, here's the deal. When I started this presentation, I said that some of the things that make us different is the fact that people always follow you, right? Anyone that you personally refer, they will always follow you into your next matrix. So even though you don't have to personally refer people into here, let's assume that you did. Let's assume that you referred all 6 people into this matrix, okay? So you went out there and you filled 1 through 6. Now, the comp plan would work the exact same. Even if you refer people, 1 and 2 is going to go up. You're going to get paid on 3, 4, and 5, and 6 will still go to your sponsor. But when you cycle, okay, that's called a cycle, by the way. When that happens, when you cycle, what would happen is this. All those people that you introduced, when they cycle, they will follow you into your next matrix. So all 6 of these people, when they cycle, when they have success, they will take the next available spot in your matrix. So another way to put it is like this, okay? Let's just say that you referred 12 people, okay? 12 people into any package. And I know some of you are like, man, I can't do that. Why is he talking about 12 people, referring 12 people? Did you see the prices? Less than $10, right? Anybody can get started. You can do it. Anybody can refer 12 people into this. So let's just say that you did, okay? Let's say that those people cycled once a day or once every other day or even once a week, all 12 of them. They're going to show right back up in your matrix, okay? So if that was to happen, that would be a guaranteed 2 cycles for you. That's assuming that they did nothing else and you did nothing else. 2 cycles just from their efforts. So you can start to see that this follow me system is so crucial. You're not giving your people away. You're not giving their organizations away. Y'all can work together and follow. They can follow you, and those people can follow them. And it creates this perpetual opportunity for you to be cycling. It's an awesome deal. Now, looking at some profitability, these are the L1 packages. And what this is showing is that if you started at the 0.02 level and you just upgraded every single time, okay? So every single time you cycled, start at 0.02, you upgraded to 0.05. You're at 0.05, you upgrade to 0.01. You get the idea, all the way through 16 levels. If you were to do that, that would pay you a total of 59.59 Ethereum, which is absolutely awesome, right? Because here's the deal, that's only showing one cycle. Many of you will cycle 5, 10 times. So it's a great opportunity for you to earn. Now, when you look at the L2, it's even more powerful. The income potential is even greater, okay? Because there's more people in that structure. But here, using the same exact strategy, you start at 0.02, you upgrade every single time that you cycle all the way through the 16th package. If you were to do that, that would pay you a total of 111 Ethereum. Folks, that is serious income. That's over 25,000 US dollars right now, just in that. Just cycling one time on every level in the L2. You combine both of those, it's over 170 Ethereum. Multiply that times 10, right? For many of you that will cycle on every package 10 times, now you are talking about life-changing income. You're talking about money that even doctors don't make here in the U.S., right? It's a great opportunity for you and your family. And some of you won't reach that, okay? But that's not what it's about. It's about what you need for you and your family. Maybe you only need $1,000 a month. You can do it here, right? Anybody can make it happen. So, last 2 things I'm going to tell you. Just as a reminder, all our commissions are paid instantly and directly to you. It is peer-to-peer, okay? The reason why I go back to this, because I want you to understand this. You do not rely on anyone behind this smart contract. It is self-operating, which means you don't have to wait for payments to go to a company where they do the calculation and then they send you your portion of it. No, your portion is given to you immediately and directly in Ethereum, and the smart contract knows exactly who to pay, which is awesome, right? Now, the second part of this, a lot of people are like, what does Lionshare mean? Obviously, you can find it online, but in any business transaction or any business negotiation, whoever gets the largest financial part of that is said to have the lion's share. And we're giving you the opportunity to go out there and get your lion's share with what we provided here today. Now, the only requirements to get started are to have an Ethereum wallet with a little bit of an Ethereum in it, okay? Now, you're going to want to get back with who invited you here today to learn more about this. We offer several different wallets that hook to our system, but the two that we recommend are MetaMask and Trust Wallet, okay? But there's multiple ones that you can use. Again, get with who sent you here today. MetaMask is going to be for your computer, so your laptop, your desktop, either one of those. That's what you're going to want to use on that, and it's very simple, and it's free to set up. Now, your Trust Wallet, that is for an Android phone. So if you're an iPhone user like I am, this app won't work, but there's many other apps like there's Coinbase, not the Coinbase wallet for those in the US, but Coinbase, there's Token Pocket. There's many different ones that you can use. And like I said, just get with who invited you here to get that set up. It's very, very simple. So listen, I want to say thank you for watching the presentations. The thing that I hope you got out of this is this, okay? This is something that cannot be messed up. It's something that cannot go away. It's something that cannot be hacked. It's something that a company can't go in and say, let's change the comp plan. It's something that, something your commissions can't be held, right? It's something that is affordable to the masses anywhere in the world. You can do business with no limitations geographically. The simplicity in which this thing operates is second to none. Anyone can explain it. So all those things combined, that's why we have over 57,000 people in this smart contract in right at a week. There's a lot of reasons why, but those are the main reasons why.